Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's sloppy seconds. No. How's everyone? You guys are crazy. It's time to go home and you're here. What are you doing? Man, it's like, what is it, 11 o'clock? Last session. How you guys feeling? How you feel? Ready to go home? Where's home? Yes? Yes. You're a very attractive woman. I had to come over here first. I didn't go to him for a reason. I know Ralph. I didn't go over there. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Good. I am so glad you're here. There's so much stuff that we're going to get into this hour, so I'm gonna get going. But really quickly, emerging professionals in the room, raise your hand for me. Okay, welcome. Thanks for joining. Yes. If you're a baby boomer, raise your hand for me. Okay, the straight out to the back, exit to the left. Millenniums, your exit is to the right. And the Generation X, if you're here, you just stay here because we're going to have a good time, baby. I'm G. Sean Williams, and all that other stuff that Evan said, that's all true. Most of it. I don't know about all of it. Most of it is true. SMS-Advisors, we're supplier performance, we do training, and I walk all across the room, so if you're on your phone, that's okay, but I will read it out loud. Whatever he or she is texting you, I will read it out loud, just let you know. You know what's really neat is, I like the key initiatives, and if you see something on there that you're interested in, let me know after this session. Because we want to get everyone involved in anything that we're doing. So if it's emerging professionals or our international supply chain training, just pick something out and say, hey, I'm interested in doing that. I have some extra materials up here as we finish up. So enough about that. We got some stuff we need to get through. Anyone know that guy right there? Has anyone ever met him? One hand back in the back. Who is that? That is Tony Milliken. And I can't say the words that I want to say. But my word is Tony freaking Milliken. I'll tell you, this is the reason why I say that. I did an internship at Monsanto Solutia. I met Tony. Tony said, I'm going to come back and find you. I went off to Intel. I was there for 3.5 years. I got a phone call. The phone call was a recruiter. The recruiter said, somebody's been looking for you. I said, okay. Said, they're now the vice president of supply chain at a Silly Mattress Company in North Carolina. And I said, Tony freaking Milliken. He came back and found me. He took me on a journey. So I'll share that journey with you. And I apologize if you're in the back and you can't see it. So maybe Ron North can read it out loud for us. And I'm just joking, Ron. Good to see you, man. So can we get the audio up a little bit? Just a little bit, if we can. But the journey started off. I went out to Intel, and then jets actually do fly backwards. You guys just haven't seen those yet. So I went over to Greensboro, as I told you about. I went from Intel. Anyone Intel folks in the room? Okay, good. We can talk about it. No? Okay, we can talk about it. Man, I hate it. No, I'm just joking. Intel's a great company. But I went from this large company where you're a buyer and you're doing inventory and you're expediting and checking the mismatch queue to a $2 billion company where I was traveling across the world sourcing fibers. Wow, what a psyche change, right? So we're going to talk about project leadership and strategic sourcing, and I'll talk about some of the things that I learned along my journey from mentors that I've encountered along my journey. Then I went down to Jacksonville. They said, hey, we're going to decouple our inventory from our home building and our trades, and the plumbers don't need to bring copper anymore. We want you to help us. And I went down there. I was down there for about 1.5 years. I called Tony. I was like, these guys are crazy. What is going on down here? And I got a phone call, and they said, hey, how do you like Richmond, Virginia? And then I went up to Richmond, Virginia. Yeah, I know. I am crazy. That's Walt. Anyone know? Who's that in the corner? You guys see that in the corner? Well, yeah, that's how crazy I am, man. If you don't know Waldo, we'll tell a story on that one later. Okay. So then I went up to, where did I go? Global Facilities. Oh, this was a wonderful role, and I'll tell you about that later. But I worked for Quentin Roach. Anyone know Quentin Roach? Man, what an amazing leader. CPO for Strong Healthcare. Then he went over to Bristol Myers Squibb. And now he's an SVP at Merck. But I had an opportunity to work for some great some great leaders. And now I'm down in Charlotte, North Carolina. Anyone from Charlotte? No, man. Okay. Michigan State. Go green. There it is. Okay, so we already talked about that, so that's not important. Does anyone know that guy? Yeah? I love that guy. I love that guy. Okay, why is he in this presentation? That's the question. Why is he in this presentation? Anyone know? No clue, no clue. What's that? Long-time volunteer. Yeah. Okay, last year I did a session. The session was 5 traits my bosses gave me. Okay. Someone read that for me real quick? You never know when you're up. You never know when I'm going to walk past you and ask you to do something. You know what I mean? You from your Ralph. You know what I mean? You never know. So just be careful. You never know. Okay, so I'm walking out. It's 20 minutes. I got 20 minutes for my session. Okay. It's about a room like this. It's about 160 people in there. Okay. I met Greg a few times before that. I go to Greg. I say, hey, Greg, I got a problem. And I just look down. He says, what's wrong? Are you okay? I said, yeah, here's the problem. I'm doing this thing over here. There's a whole bunch of people waiting. It's 5 traits my bosses gave me, and I only have 4. That was the look on his face. That was the look on Greg's face. I don't know what to do. So you never know when you're up. I might need you to do the 5th one, so just get ready to be on standby because we got 5 today, and I don't know. I might just have 4. Who knows what that is?